Hi everybody and welcome back to the Persian Kitchen YouTube channel. My name is Shadi and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these divine pistachio, white chocolate and sour cherry / cranberry cookies. So let's get going and you can bake these up for your friends and family. So these are the ingredients that you will need. So I've got 170 grams of unsalted butter, which is just at a nice room temperature thing. So that means it's nice and squidgy like that. I then have 200 grams collectively of sugars, and I've just done half caster sugar and half light brown sugar. I've got 1 large egg. I've got a couple of teaspoons of lovely vanilla extract. I've got 250 grams of plain flour along with 2 teaspoons of corn flour and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. I've then got a bit of salt in there. I've got 100 grams of white chocolate chips. I've got 75 grams of dried, preferably sour cherry. If not, you can go for dried cranberry, and they can be either sweetened or unsweetened. And then I've got 100 grams of lovely Persian pistachio nuts. You tilt the handle just down a bit. I'm gonna also take my shoes off, so I'm a bit shorter. Yeah, this is, no. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think so anyway. I might just have to do it. Yeah, no. Okay, so I'm now going to get going on making these delicious cookies. So I'm going to start by putting the padded attachment onto my stand mixer with the bowl, like so. And I'm just going to whip up the butter for about 1 to 2 minutes until it's nice and fluffy. So that's my butter going in the bowl, and I'm going to mix that until that is completely smooth. Okay, so that's been mixing for about a minute. I'm just going to turn that off. I'm going to scrape down the sides of my bowl, and I'm going to add in my sugars. So I have a mix of caster sugar and light brown sugar here. I'm going to tip them in and mix this until everything comes together again. I'm now going to mix this until everything is combined, light and fluffy. This has been mixing for about 1 minute. I'm just going to stop, scrape down the sides and keep going for another 1 to 2 minutes, just until I see a bit of a lightening in colour happening. Okay, so everything's been mixed, combined nicely. I'm now going to go in with my egg and my couple of teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm then going to mix them in on a high speed. And again, I'm stopping the machine and I'm just going to scrape around the sides and give it another mix. It's really important to scrape down the sides as you go, just to ensure that everything is evenly combined. And don't forget the actual padded attachment itself. So now we've got all our wet ingredients combined, we're now ready for the dry. So here I have my flour, my corn flour, my bicarbonate of soda and a tiny pinch of salt, and I'm going to just tip them into the bowl, and they've all been sieved, by the way. Sieved or sifted, I'm not sure what the word is. And I'm just gonna mix them on a really low speed just to combine everything. And again, I'm gonna stop the mixer, lift it up, scrape around the sides. Scrape around the sides, scrape around the paddle attachment itself, and just give that another quick little whiz round. Just like that. We're now ready for the final bit of our recipe where we add our lovely luxury ingredients. So I'm going in with my wonderful Persian pistachio nuts. I'm going in with delicious white chocolate chips, and I'm going in with scrumptious sour cherry pieces which are dried, or alternatively, if you can't put your hands on sour cherry bits, some dried cranberries. And I'm just going to mix them in for literally under 20 seconds, just till everything is completely evenly distributed. That's it, there we have our wonderful cookie dough. All we have to do now is let this dough rest. So I highly suggest letting it chill for around 2 hours at the very least in a fridge. Okay, so this is my ultimate time-saving hack. Normally when we make cookies, you're meant to chill the dough as one big lump or log in the fridge. Then you let it sit for like half an hour and then you shape it. But to save time, because I know you'll be dying to dig into these, we're actually going to shape it before we chill it. I really like epic Excel shaped cookies, so I could get maybe 10 or 12, but shape as you like. I'm just going to try and do regular ones today. So I'm going to aim for, you know, walnut shaped things, a tablespoon, let's say, balls of cookie dough. I'm going to line them out here and then put them in the fridge. Your hands will get very tacky, and instead of incorporating more flour into the cookie dough recipe, if you really want to just ease with that, maybe wear some gloves, or you could just dip your hands in some water before you get going. But definitely roll up your sleeves. And I'm just going to roughly shape, like so. Lovely. And just repeat the process. Do try and make them as even as possible. So I've just gone back and added a tiny bit more dough to one of them, which just looked very weak. So in true baker's behaviour, I've made the perfect baker's dozen, which, fun fact, actually means 13. So from my dough, I've made 13 nice small satsuma slash large walnut slash small handful of dough, and I'm now going to chill these for at least 2 hours. This is essential, do not cut corners. Okay, so whilst they are in the fridge chilling out, I am going to tidy up, go to London, do a quick bit of shopping, and then we'll be back to bake.
And that's a wrap.
That's a semi-wrap. Okay, so I am now back. It has been 4 hours and I've just preheated my oven to a fan at 180 degrees C. I've also put in my baking tray so that it can get nice and hot. That way we can ensure that the cookies have a nice solid crisp base. I'm just going to now go to the fridge and get out the cookies. So here they are out of the fridge after 4 hours. I'm just going to unwrap them from their cling film and then put them onto my tray, which has been preheated to 180 degrees C fan. So I'm just gonna line the baking tray with some baking paper and then put the cookies on. And I don't want to overcrowd the tray, so I'm just gonna place 6 at a time. I'm then gonna put them into the oven for 10 minutes. Okay, so the cookies have been baked for just over 10 minutes. I've now got my mitts on and I'm ready to get them out the oven and show you what they should be looking like. They're nice golden and crispy around the edges. So this is what the cookies look like when they're fresh out of the oven. They smell wonderful too. So I'm just going to put them to rest until they're a bit cooler, so that way I can then move them without them breaking apart. So let's say another 5 to 10 minutes just to cool, and then we'll stack them nicely on our plate. I'm now going to just put these onto a nice serving tray. But there you are, here you have it, these delicious pistachio, white chocolate and sour cherry / cranberry cookies. Enjoy. Thank you. But yeah, have a cookie, go on.